Okay, as I say, I cannot promise deliciousness tonight or today or this minute, but I can promise nutrition. I can promise that you will have something to ignite your soul, to lead you into the right direction. Now, it's all around the number 14 or the number 5 or the number 23, 42, but specifically 14, because today, and this hour is it's early hours of the morning, but we have this big event or world changing event is going to be taking place, and I really want to show you and what, of course, this is about Pope Francis signing this global educational pact. Now, I feel, in fact, I wasn't quite sure what exactly that entails in the sense of knowing how this is going to impact us, but according to High Priest Aaron, this is not good. This is not good. And so I'm feeling, in fact, I'm sensing and I'm feeling, like when Mother Eve said, and she looked at the fruit and she saw it was good. Meaning you could cut it and you look at it, you saw something and you see it and you know it is good. But this, you can slice it and you're not seeing anything palatable or no aroma that is igniting your senses to say, well, yeah, this is something. We need to really wake up and smell the moringa. Get your fork and let's get ready, because we need to dive in deep. We need to dig in deep. We need to really stir. It's like the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the deep. This is what we are meant to be doing, because this is the time for a new creation. This is not time for us to be sitting and moping around. This is not time for us to saying that we have to leave everything to others to make the decisions on our behalf. This is the time for us to open our mouths, because this word, number 14, 1 plus 4 equals 5, equals mouth. And this is why now in 2020, that there has been such an intelligence to have covered our mouths. COVID, the word COVID equals 8. The word virus equals 8. The word God equals 8. The word Moses equals 8. Now, this 8 is the same 8 that when it is said that Eve ate of the fruit, that also equals 8. These are templates. They come like it's God, it's a God. When Mother Eve ate of the fruit, that was, she was doing God. She saw the fruit was good, and that was world change, if you like, because she was not ready to be ignorant to anything anymore. It had to be done. Otherwise, you don't know. There is not, you only with one side. There was one creation. Now you had two creations, two sets of creations in Genesis of chapter 1 and 2. And I wanted to show this before that the Global Educational Pact, or something that I have added to 38, which I'm hoping I still have. 38, it adds, comes to the same numerical value of the first of the 5 gods, or in Genesis of chapter 2. Here we see the number 2 again coinciding with 2020. These are two sets of vibration. So we have 14 gods and two sets of creations, meaning there were gods from the first set of creation of the 9 creation, or 9 gods that partnered with the other 5, which I see as the 5 senses, if you like. But the partnership meaning 7 and 7. So 7, when we do the word, the numerical value for the word 7, High Priest Aaron is saying, show. I'm just, okay. So let's look at this. So we saw that 15, this is the 38 here. And 38 that I've just been mentioning actually coincides with 38 here. These are these are things that we really need to pay attention to. We need to wake up, people. Wake up and smell the moringa. Here, this is here the ended God, the form God, the for God of formation, the God of causation. The God of causation is also eight, because that eight, he's already God. He causes things. He causes things to happen. The God of breath, of course, birthing out things, breaking out of the eight, of the egg, we could say as well. And the plant, the God of planting, or who planted. So the God of planting. And when we add this together, we've got 38. 3 plus 8. That takes us, this five gods here are representing the five, number five, if you like, or all of the gods in this case. But this is mirrored very closely in numbers 1 to 9 in the middle. 5 is the middle number, the center number. And then we have 11. We can get 11 right there. This is where Jesus came in. It's like coming out of the womb. So you are being birthed out of the womb. Your 2 feet being 11. And this is where you begin your mastership program. We can see that we have here the God of setting. So there's two God. One God is setting, one God is causing. These are representing these two the two sets of creations here as well. So here we have the high priest Aaron with us, helping us through this journey, how to navigate through what is happening here in 2020. We still have, according to high priest Aaron, we still as a people, as nations, have the opportunity to open our mouth and speak. Actually, and this is the other thing. So high priest Aaron is now telling me that he was Moses' mouthpiece. This is like so scary in a way. He was Moses' mouthpiece, because there is one Moses, although he had 8, and he equals 8, but he had a speech impediment, which still means he had a stutter. He couldn't speak as clearly to the people. And that is exactly what is happening now. So a lot of us are Moses in this sense. We have leadership skills. We have all these wonderful ideas and so on, but we have our mouths are covered. And so it is necessary, if we cannot speak, get someone who can. But what is important for us to learn is that all these figures, according to high priest Aaron, all these figures are working through us. They are all resonating in us. They're not external. They're not just on pages. They are resonating within us. We need to ignite their power within us. So basically, when it says that Aaron died on the mount, there he was. He actually transited into the sun, where the sun can shine on everything and everyone, and give life to everyone and everything, just as it was with Jesus. People, please wake up and let's see that we have been following one story of Jesus Christ, whereas all the stories are the same. Now, we also have come across that. I came across a book once, I haven't read it, about the 16 crucifixion. There was a 16 crucifixion. Now we have Jesus's one that is counted, meaning 1 plus 6, 16 plus 1 is 17. And then this is how Christ is now seen as God, because 1 plus 7 is 8. We need to understand where we are in this realm. We need to create. So okay, now on number 14, this is so important that we hear this. I don't know, I probably will be doing videos till next day, because number 14 is so So global educational pack, the word educational is also 13. I really want to try and save on time. So, and really, if you want to check and do, okay, how did we have this? Global was 22, let's see. So it's the global pact, but it's an educational. So this is 4, this is 2, 2, and this was 13. Okay, 10, 13. So I have showed you, I hope I have showed you how the equal sign. Please look at all the other series that I'm doing. This is the third one I am doing on this number 14. Please watch them and see that you will see that all the correlation. Now this is, and the other thing that is so important for us to note with these, with what Pope Francis is doing, which equals 14, Pope Francis has in his makeup 3 areas of 14. The Pope Francis is 14. His number where he comes in is 14, and the date as well 14. It's also 14 tomorrow, or today rather. It's all the 14, and the whole date, meaning 14th of May 2020. Adding this together, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 5. This is 14, which is like Mother Eve. And people are talking and they are teaching that Mother Eve is evil. They are teaching Mother Eve is evil and is responsible for every sin and every evil act and everything other people could do. It is all the female, and we have been taught to disown or dislike or have a detach with the divine feminine. Hence we all have a problem with our mothers somewhere along the line. Somewhere along the line, she's responsible for everything that you can think of. Who is responsible for this kind of sin? This is the only sin, and this is the biggest sin that we have been taught. So if this sin that we go to church and we learn about it, yes, High Priest Aaron is saying yes, tell them, if this is the sin that we have learned, where have we learned it from? Why is it coinciding so everything is going so perfectly with Mother Eve, which is 14? Why? Why is it that Pope Francis, the only pope from the Jesuits, or however you could Jesuits pronounce it, he is the only one. There's something special about him that he was chosen to be the successor of the Pope Benedict or whoever else was there before. And it had to be timely. If we check maybe when he was, I hadn't checked when he was, it might have been on the 13th or so when he signed into the popeship, whatever you want to call it. It is very important, people, that we wake up and smell the coffee. Not the coffee, the moringa. Okay, so here we have this, and we also learn that so he adding the dates together, so we see that is 14, and we have all this round us. The word educational, this is wow, 5 4 3 3 1 2 9 6 5 1 3. Let's add this. This is 15, this is 20, this is 24, 25, 30, 37, 38, 39, 42. Have I got 42? I feel okay, so 42 is 6. I feel that I may have checked it incorrectly, but let's just do it again. I think I need to rewrite this. Okay, we're on 14 minutes. Educational. Okay, so this is 3, 1, 5, 6, 9, 2, 1, 3, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 9, 10, 16, 16, 18, 18 and 20, 18 and 20 and 24. Just say 24. Okay, so this is 12, this is 12, and this is 42. So it was correct. So 6. So 6 is the number of man, of course. So if we add 6, just doing the math, 6 plus 4 is 10, and 10 plus 4, can you see these people? I hadn't even, because I had a different number for this, and High Priest Aaron is just really telling me, go on, just do the math, just do it. Educational is 42, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 4 is 14. Educational pack is 14. Everything, who are the minds behind this thing? Who are the minds that are so meticulous that would have this 14 educational pact, global educational pact as 14, to be introduced on the 14th of May 2020? That also equals 14. There are two 14s here, by the Pope, who is 266 in the Popeship, which is 14. And Pope Francis also equals 14 people. What is it that is happening? And people are so, of course, the virus, I think there is something much, much more than we can ever imagine going on. So people are so occupied right now with this how on stay at home. Of course, stay at home, because you have, when you stay at home, you have so much to get on with your family, your this, your that. You do not know what is happening here. This is in the Bible. This is all the Bible stuff that is going on. All the Bible stuff. This is the I am here. I am that. I want to make sure this is not too long. That I am. I am that. That is 13. This is the other 13. This is where, so we have I am, which is 9, 5. This is beginning and end. And this is also beginning and end right here. But there is something in the middle. Something in the middle. Number 13. The death is in the middle. Now, if we add this together, of course, we have 14 here. 14 is 5. Adding 14 as well, or if you did the numerical value for the word 14, it gives you, this is the powerful thing about 14, it gives you 41. It mirrors itself. It reflects itself. So whatever is being signed tomorrow is that they are anticipating that other mirror aspect at the end of it. Whether it's going to be for 40 years or whatever it's going to, it is representing right here. Like in fact, this is exactly what High Priest Aaron is saying. It's 40 years. This is going to go on with that incubation. The incubation period for this is 40 years. What future are we living for our children? What future, what kind of life, what contribution are we making? And of course, so that is where this is what matters. This is where people are going to come and shake hands together and form that bond. This is the beehive. This is the tube. You see, it also is, as I say, 3, that is like the template. But 13, when you do the numerical value for the word 13, it is 9. So it must both. So people, join me again. Please join me again. There is so much more that we need to be doing on this, because this affects each and every one of us. We need to wake up and smell the moringa. The coffee does not work anymore. Now, I don't know. I forgot if you had your fork or not. Lick your fingers or whatever it is. This is not very palatable, but however, it's nutritious. So do join me again while we explore number 14 in ways that no one has spoken about, not I have seen anywhere on YouTube or anywhere. It may be that they have spoken about, but not for us to see. Thank you and stay ignited.